What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Fourth Quarter Podcast, episode 1515. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get started, make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell so you can get the notice so you can see us twice a week now. That you know what I'm saying? We told y'all last video that we're gonna be trying to hit y'all with multiple videos a week now that especially now since we got the playoffs going on. But yeah, we're gonna jump right into it, man. Cam, Rod, Kenny, how y'all feeling on this beautiful Sunday?
Good, bro. Good. Ready for these playoffs to start tomorrow.
Feeling good, man. I'm energized. I just had a banana. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Kenny swagging. That's making me feel good, too. But, you know what I'm saying? It's good vibes, man.
Yeah, good.
I'm ready. I'm blessed. I feel good though. I feel good.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. Like I said, I think we're gonna start off with so as y'all can see, excuse me, in my background, it's kind of cut off, but y'all get the idea. Like you can kind of see like the playoff picture. So we're gonna start off with our predictions for each whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm having a brain fart, but each jank. So starting off with the East.
Before we get into that though, let's give a hand clap for the Grizzlies, man. They tried their hardest, you know what I'm saying? And they actually did. I thought the game was gonna be like very boring. I thought Portland was gonna get them out of there quick, but they did at least make the game entertaining, you know what I'm saying? They have a bright future, so
Yeah. I think he was saying they. Oh, you got
entertainment.
yeah, they gave us some entertainment, you know what I'm saying? They have a bright future, so yeah, that's what's up.
Ja Morant, he's going to be top 10.
Yeah, I agree, man. That dude, a dog. I think we were texting yesterday during the game. Kenny had told me he had some things to work on. I think defense, man, it's like, I think you can be a good defender and CJ McCollum will still do what he did to him yesterday. So I don't want to knock him for that completely. But I mean, yeah, he could brush up on his defense and obviously his shooting. I think if he was like a threat on the outside, driving would have been a little more easier for him because every time he drove, even though like with him being so good at basketball, he still like finished a lot, but it was still tough for him going in there. But
yeah, I was just when I said he could get stuff to work on, I was pretty much just nitpicking. Like if he doesn't improve, he's already a good NBA player. He's not great, but he's already good. Yeah, he's already good, but I would really want him to work on that shot because it seemed like he was getting to the rack pretty easy. So if he get that jump shot, if he improves that jump shot, that'll make the game even easier.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's why I think what makes him so good because even the stuff that his weak points, he's not even that bad at. Like he's not a bad defender. He's not even a bad shooter per se. He started off the game bad, but he ended like 3 for 3 from the 3 line or 4 for 4, something like that.
Yeah.
So he's even good at the stuff he's not particularly great at. So if he just improves on that, he's just going to be even better. I think he might average like a double-double for a couple years as well. He's a good passer. I like Ja.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they would have had obviously they would have had a better chance, but they might even have been able to win if they would have had Jaren Jackson, but of course he went out for the remainder of the bubble, so that just to give them some love. Also, the Suns, hell of a bubble, you know what I'm saying, but obviously everybody can't make it, so just yeah.
I want
You know I was riding with you, man.
What you say, Kenny?
I want to give the Trailblazers some credit for like getting certain people in there, and just like getting certain people in there on their team because even Melo didn't have a great game yesterday. He was kind of off, but he made that very important shot. And credit for getting Melo in there because at first they were thinking we don't want this guy, we don't want Melo, and now he's playing pretty good, and it actually seemed like he's playing some pretty good defense. It's great defense for his standards, and it's a lot different when you're passing that ball. It's very different when you're passing the ball to Aminu. I don't even know how to say his first. Al-Farouq Aminu. It's very different when you're throwing the ball to him. Not saying he can't make a wide open shot. He can make a wide open shot, but I believe that Melo's a very better like shooter and scorer. It's a lot different, and you might hurt a little bit on defense, but as we know, like. Defense is important, but I would rather have Carmelo than Aminu. It's a lot different.
yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I just wanted to start and give those teams that didn't make it, and the Spurs too. They was on the brink. I ain't gonna spend too much time on them. I ain't gonna spend too much time on them, but they
Thank
you
you.
know what I'm saying. But the teams like the Kings, Pelicans,
Spurs, you're in that mix for me. I don't want to see you. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get us a look because they were in it to the last. Like they was in it on that day that everybody was. You know what I'm saying? They was still in it, so that's why I gotta get them some love.
I actually think they came together and they were like, guys, no one wants to fucking see us in there, man. Let's just call it quits. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get out of here. And I appreciate that, guys. Derek White been hooping though. Derek White, shout out to Derek White.
It's all the Bucks' fault. Giannis headbutting people, man. Like if you never did,
Hell, man.
we would probably be watching it. We would probably be excited for another game today, man. If Giannis wasn't out there doing reckless stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to blame Giannis for that. Now I'm rooting against the Bucks from now
I
on.
think people should just be happy he didn't get more than one game because he should have got more, and then they would have probably ended up losing to the Orlando Magic. So let's just be happy, guys, that he only got one game because if it was up to me, he would have got more than one game. One game for a headbutt? That wasn't a head tap.
I think he should have got. I don't even think he should have got suspended. Looking at it, like I watched the replay multiple times, like in slow mo, actual motion. Like it was like a muff. Like if somebody would muff you with their hand, but with his head, which I get it, but I probably would have just fined him or something. I don't
like a ejection and a fine. Yeah, I was thinking something like that too.
I don't agree with a fine unless you're going to fine him $10 million or something like that. Because if you fine him,
what in the world?
Listen. If you fine Giannis $5,000, you think he's going to lose sleep over $5,000? I'm trying to make sure you understand this. I want you to understand these consequences. He doesn't care about $5,000. Yeah. You got a regular 9-to-5 person that got $5,000. So I'm going to make sure you feel this. I would suspend him to at least between 4 to 10 games. Because then he'll understand, which I know that might be a lot, but then again, that's a headbutt. And I look at it from both views. I look at it from Giannis' view, and I look at it from Mo Wagner's view. If I'm Mo Wagner, and you just fine him, I don't know how much y'all are suggesting fine him, but let's say, what are y'all saying? How much y'all would fine him?
I fine him like
50 racks. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say 30.
Okay. So 30 racks, that's probably not even a half of 1% of his income. So he probably doesn't care. You eject him out of that game, he probably doesn't care about that game. So I just feel like it's not a punishment. And like I said, I'm looking at it from Mo Wagner's point of view. And if I'm him and all y'all do is fine him $50,000 and eject him, I'm like, well, if that's the case, that's to me, I look at that as we can just headbutt people, and all you're gonna do is just take 50 grand. It's a lot of players that don't care about 50 grand.
For players
I don't think people are
gonna lose sleep.
You gotta make an example out of people, and I don't feel like they made a good example out of him.
Yeah, I agree with Kenny. Not the 4 to 10 games, but I do he should have got probably about 2 or 3 because you got to think about it. People get ejected for like flagrant 2s or 2 techs, and to me that was higher than a flagrant 2. That was literally
I think that might have been a flagrant 2. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that wasn't even within the basketball game, though.
That's what I'm saying. If it was in the basketball game, I think it would have just been a flagrant 2 get out.
Oh yeah. But I just think he should have got, because that's kind of literally like fighting. Like, you remember when Brandon Ingram and them fought? Like,
somebody only got like 1 game, bro.
Even though that's why I say I'm not with the 4 to 10, but 2 or 3 maybe, and even
that
just more than 1 at least, because he that was pretty much like fighting. Like that wasn't just he hit him, like.
He did headbutt though. Like, don't get me wrong. He headbutted him, but it wasn't OD. It wasn't a head crocker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, watch out, boy. You know what I'm saying? I've seen John Wall smack Dick Crowder in the face, and he didn't get nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I've seen DeMarcus Cousins throw Marcus Smart. I think y'all seen that clip where he literally threw him by his jersey. I don't even think he got a game for that. So that little headbutt, but that's nothing to me. And I don't think
what I'm saying. I think they pick and choose, and since Giannis is who he is, like that one game, even though it was a meaningless game for the Bucks, I think that was their example. But I don't think it was like, you know, detrimental enough for him to be suspended, like Ross said. Because like I said, I mean, yes, if you had to like categorize that, it would be a headbutt, but I don't think it was like that OD. And he like walked up to him, like he provoked him. What are you doing, Wagner? Go to your bench.
So I walked up to you. So you headbutt me?
Well, I thought you already done pissed me off. Why are you trying to run up on me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you don't have to talk. Just get out of my face. Like, and I'm not saying like I'm pro fighting or I'm like pro, like, you know what I'm saying, violence. So I don't want to, you know what I'm saying. I just feel like basically what I'm trying to break down to is, I don't think he should have got suspended at all. Nice little fine, did some justice, and that's about it.
Now that I think about it, I think one game is cool.
I agree.
What'd you say, Cam?
I said, now that I think about it, one game is cool. Like, I think they did the right thing.
Because I don't think Giannis was trying to hurt him. I think if he really wanted to hurt him, he could have.
That's
Because that just was like a wink, you know what I'm saying?
Like, he just like, all right, back up, bro. But he wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't trying.
I think the idea behind it was like, let me give him a little lick, like let him know, like I'm here, like, you know what I'm saying?
I think he was making an example out of Mo, because y'all remember when he was like, "Rep, I'm gonna fuck you up." I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And people thought he was playing around. So he like, I'm about to make an example out of bro. You're not about to keep messing with me. You know what I'm saying? So now people know that.
I didn't even get like why he was he mad because he took a charge?
I think he headbutted him like when he did that by accident, and then Giannis was like, "Hold up, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he lick back, bud.
It's just totally unacceptable, and just one game that they didn't care about. It's just it's just not a good example to me.
Basically,
the one game
he
is
got some rest.
Huh?
Basically, he just got some rest.
Right, and my thing is, I'm not even sure if he would have played that last game anyway. I'm not sure. He probably would have, but it wouldn't have surprised me if he wasn't going to play that last game against the Grizzlies or whoever they played.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he would have played that last game. I just feel like whatever the consequence is for something like that, the player shouldn't like it. And I don't think Giannis had a problem with that consequence.
He's like, yes, I get the rest into playoffs. Thank you.
I think the league is looking at it as a business standpoint. Like, we're already about to get some of the lowest ratings of all time from this Bucks Magic series. If we take Giannis out of it, we might make negative money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, what Mo Wagner getting ahead, but we can live with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll be okay with that. Let's try to make some money.
He is a business, man.
I think that might be Mo Wagner's biggest highlight of his career, so I think he's a bit thankful for that as well. He got some screen time. Mama called him up. I see what. Like, he does says like he's straight. Well, shout out to y'all, man.
Why are the Wizards down there anyway?
Bro, I was saying that same thing. Like, after Brad Bill said he wasn't coming, just go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what was the point of them coming? They just took a vacation.
If Bradley Bill was there,
huh?
To see what players they're gonna keep, and like, oh, we got to get this guy out of here. He's good for the starting position, and they seen what Thomas Bryant can do. He's a very underrated player, and they seen his work.
I think they literally had to let everybody that had a chance. Like, I think the Wizards had to win every game, and like the Magic had to lose every game, but they technically had a chance. So the NBA had to let them come because Dame did all that stuff talking about, if we don't have a chance, I'm not coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they could have made it.
That's fair too.
Yeah, that is fair. So that's why I think they was like, well, we gotta let the Wizards come.
Yeah, they had like around the same chance as the Suns making it, to be honest. I mean, obviously the Suns are way better than the Wizards, but around the same percentage chance. Like, even though Phoenix with 8-0, it's like, no, bro. But not too many people thought they was gonna go 8-0.
Yeah.
But did y'all see, like, going
y'all
back?
Know anybody that thought that?
Huh?
Y'all know anybody that thought the Suns were gonna go 8-0?
Nah,
not 8-0. You didn't say that, dude.
Yeah, you didn't say they was gonna go 8-0.
You said they gotta go 8-0 or something. I was like,
you said they was gonna make playoffs.
You said they have to go 8-0 or something. I said, yeah.
No, I'm saying, but you said they was gonna make playoffs.
And then you said they're not gonna go 8-0. And I said, you know what I'm about?
But did they make the playoffs?
They would 8-0.
But that wasn't what you said, is what I'm saying.
I said that too. You know what I'm saying? Watch the clip back. You want to watch the clip back?
We can. I think I did say they not gonna go, because we was talking about it when they was like 2-0, and I was like, they gotta still go undefeated the rest of the time.
I don't think. Well, no. But yeah, and I was like, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
you got to slow one up.
But
No, I did. I probably did say that.
But not what you about to say, Demir?
I was about to say starting these predictions for the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking you can kind of like just go down the line and like say what team and how many games and like give a brief description of like why, and then I guess we can like come back to it and like talk about why we feel that way, disagree, agree, or whatever.
Yeah, we can start with the Milwaukee, Orlando, get them out of the way. Milwaukee in 4.
Bucks in 4.
We're gonna make that quick.
I got Orlando in 6 actually.
I've been hearing people saying like the Magic gonna sneak one, and the answer to that is no.
Who said
Stop
that?
playing. Jeremiah Bellamy.
Oh, I seen that. He put out his predictions on Twitter. Yeah, I seen that. But yeah, I got Milwaukee in 4. Kenny.
I got Milwaukee in 4.
If the Magic do win one, okay, thank you. But
Right, I'm getting tired of this. Like, you know, when you play recreation ball and you lose by 15 points and you're happy, you don't know. This is not how this works. So even if they win one, or even let's say they get 2, I don't care. They're not going to win 4 out of 7 games, guys.
Well, they get 2. That's actually impressive. I actually give them credit for that.
Isn't the type of team to
Let them to play around.
Yeah, now the Lakers, if they was playing the Magic, I would say maybe Lakers is 6 because they play around.
Yeah, they would start Deion Waiters or something.
Milwaukee, they beat the teams they're supposed to beat by 40. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't joke around with these little 8 seeds and stuff. So that's why I say Milwaukee in 4.
Yeah,
The only top team I think will lose a game to them is probably like the Raptors. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even say the Raptors in 4, bro.
I would say the Raptors in 4, but I think that the Magic will have the best chance to beat them once.
I think the Celtics would be 7.
But yeah, okay. So we all agree on Milwaukee in 4. That's nice. Honestly, I might not even watch one of those games unless I'm just super bored, bro. I might not even watch that series.
Yeah, even if I'm super bored, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tap in, man.
I'm gonna drop.
I'm capping. I probably am gonna watch it, bro. Could I say that?
Now he's capping. He's not gonna watch them.
I'm not capping.
I'm telling you the truth.
I might literally watch the first quarter of every game. That's how I'd be. I watch the first quarter and I'm like,
I'll check the stats afterwards. I got.
Now I do think the Bucks in 4, but I don't think the Magic are just gonna lie down. I think they're gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, try to hoop. They got some dogs on that team. They got.
They're not gonna have to lie down. Giannis gonna read him a story, tuck him in. He gonna do it.
A warm glass of milk.
Yeah.
That part don't matter. The laying down part don't matter. They don't have enough. They not gonna beat the Bucks. Rather, they lay down or play like their life depended on it. They won't win.
No, I'm just talking about in terms of an interesting game to watch. Like, I don't think.
Yeah. When I say sweep, I don't mean like the Bucks are gonna beat them by 20 points every game. I just mean like after each game, the Bucks will have more points than Orlando Magic, and I guess that's considered entertaining. But I'm just saying the Bucks, they're not. I don't see them losing any games to the Orlando Magic.
I mean, if they beat them by 1 every game for 4 games, that's an entertaining series. So that's good basketball.
I'll say they're gonna win by an average of 14 points. Like, I think they're gonna win by an average of like almost 15 points.
Yeah,
I think you're sleeping on Terrence Ross.
I don't like doing
because they're gonna beat them by 6 in the first game, and then each game after that is gonna be like 5 and 3.
I don't like point spread.
Let's do a hot take for this series. My hot take is
win by an average of 20 points.
That's not a hot take. My hot take is that Terrence Ross is going to average 25 of them things throughout the series.
That's probably not even a hot take because somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do
it. It won't work.
Bang! Terrence Ross for 3 now has 33. Cut the lead down to 25 going into the fourth.
Yeah, it's not gonna be cool. But all right, let's move on to who is it? The Nets and the Raptors.
Yeah. Toronto. Well, yeah, Brooklyn and Toronto. Now this one, y'all probably not gonna agree, but what I just seen from Brooklyn, even though we all know how great of ball that Toronto plays, but what Caris LeVert showed me, man, even though. Well, no, yeah, it's kind of hard because they were playing the Portland, and we all know how their defense is. But
horrible.
I think it's gonna be 6 games Toronto way. I think they'll get 2.
I'd say Raptors in 5. I ain't mad at that, but I think the Nets will get 1.
As we speak, sorry to interrupt. Breaking news: Mike Conley has just left the bubble to be at home for the birth of his son.
I think Kenny, yeah, you were saying something about Portland.
Oh yeah, but I understand Karis LeVert is a great scorer, good score. He's a good scorer, but I don't see him doing what he just did. As far as all those points he just scored, like 40, 50 points, I don't see him being able to do that against Toronto. Even if he does, I still think they'll lose. So I just don't think they have enough. And I don't think Toronto. I think they're not messing around. Like they're not going to make it a mission. They're the better team, and I feel like they're going to just show it.
And that's what I do want to piggyback on, like what y'all was saying about the Bucks. I feel that way about Toronto. I feel like they don't play games. They go in and they try to win every single night. So I don't want to go back on my prediction. I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna keep 4-2. Toronto away. Yeah, I mean that's one thing to keep in mind. Toronto, they don't play around. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna get the job done. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be off, but I'm gonna keep it. So I got 6, and all y'all got 5. Next one, I'm gonna go up to Indiana and Miami. I'm gonna let one of y'all predict that one first. I still gotta do some thinking.
I actually think this one is it's gonna be entertaining, but I think Miami in 5. I think they're just the better team. I think it will be entertaining. They won't be blowouts, but I think they'll just show that they're the better team in each game. But what's his name did just go down, Derrick Jones Jr.
Okay.
He was one of their wing defenders. But I'm still confident in Miami. So
Is that the dunk contest, dude?
yeah.
Excuse me. I actually like this matchup. One, because narrative, and two, because I just think that they're like a very evenly matched team, so to speak. Very, they're both dependent on all 5 players on the court at all times. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really leans on one star except Bubble TJ, which was crazy. But really, though, they're a team that all play together. But I'm gonna go Miami in 7, and I think it's gonna be very competitive because neither one really has a scorer that. Well, I don't even know if I can say that right now because I don't know what TJ we're gonna get. If we're gonna get Bubble TJ, regular season TJ, but I don't think Jimmy Butler is somebody you could just say, "Come on, carry us to the promised land" when things get tough.
No.
You know? Well, I don't know because he's hitting big shots before, but he wasn't the best player on his team when he was doing that. You know what I'm saying? When he was with the 76ers and when he was with the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm gonna agree with Rod. Now that I just heard Cam's take and his take, I'm gonna go Miami in 7 though. I'm only saying this because y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all jumped down my throat, no homo, when we was disrespecting Jimmy. So I'm gonna put it in Jimmy's hands and I'm gonna say Miami in 7 and see what he can do since he's a star in this league, Cam. So we're gonna see, man. We gonna see what he can do with little TJ Warren.
I got Miami. I got Miami in 6. I don't think it'll go all the way to 7, but I don't think it's going to be a gentleman's either. Gentleman's. No, I don't think they'll beat them 4-1. I think it'll be 4-2 Miami. I don't think it'll make it to 7 games at all.
I don't know, man. They like
Oh no, dog.
only match like Ross said. It's like there's no like this one is like one of the ones where this isn't clear cut at all.
No, it's not clear cut. That's why I'm not saying 4-1 like Cam because I don't think it's clear cut. I'm saying about 4-2. Miles Turner.
My bad, cutting you off. The reason why I say that though is because I don't see either one of those teams beating them twice in a row. Like beating each other twice in a row. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, this is 50-50 to me.
The reason I'm leaning Heat in 7 is because Victor Oladipo hasn't been playing that good. But if he's actually playing like he played when he played Bron in the playoffs, then I'm going Indiana in 7. But he just hasn't shown me anything to show that he's going to play like that. So I'm just going to lean towards the Heat for now.
We got efficient Broaden over there too, though.
They have a good squad, bro. That's what I'm saying. The Pacers, they have a lot of people who can score score points. They got about 3 people that can go off for 20.
A lot of reason why I said it'll go 6 games is because of Miles Turner. Like he's very underrated to me, Miles Turner.
He's a good
I think he actually like people say Bam is so good. He made an all-star, so like, you know, that's a good explanation of why he's good defense. He gonna give you 18 points a game, but I think Miles Turner might give it to him. I don't think Bam wants to.
Crazy.
I think Miles Turner will get the better end of Bam. That's just what I believe. He's a better scorer than Bam. I think he's better than Bam overall. I don't. Yeah. If they didn't have Miles Turner, I'd probably say a sweep. But Miles Turner, y'all better do y'all research on him.
Miles Turner is good, but
he's not better than Bam though.
Yeah,
he is good though.
Well,
I think Miami is just too good defensively. Like, yeah, which I'm not like. The teams are close. I think it'll just be a close gentleman's. Like every game is going to be close. but Miami is going to win in 5. But yeah, they are close. I just think Miami has a lot of defender. They got Crowder, they got Iguodala, Butler. So I think they have a lot of wing defense. Then Bam anchoring that is.
What if Sabonis is able to come back? You still going at Miami in 5?
I would go Miami in 6.
If Sabonis come back and Vicky O is playing LeBron against LeBron ball, it's a wrap, bro. That's a lot of ifs, but
That's what I was about to say, because I can say if Bam going crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Well, then that's like a guess. Like, you know, I've seen Vicky O play this type of ball before. I've never seen Bam play. I'm taking over a series ball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So mine has some basis in reality. Yours is just, I'm going to come back at you with some BS. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, Jimmy Butler has averaged like 24 points. So I can say
that's what I'm praying that he does. That's the only reason I have Miami in 7. You know what I'm saying? That he does like that. So if he does it, it's a wrap. When it comes to playoffs, bro, like, you can really be bit in the butt with that, not really having a one player game. You know what I'm saying? When the game get on,
proven, bro.
Okay, man.
We're gonna see.
All right, I don't know what he's proven, but
let me Isaiah Thomas in the first round. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get into that right now. Oh,
you gonna move on?
Isaiah Thomas has knocked out Jimmy Butler in the first round.
Move on to Boston
with the Bulls.
Yes. Why y'all not talking about that? You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm not impressed.
Wait, with Isaiah Thomas or with Jimmy Butler?
With Isaiah doing that to Jimmy, like.
Oh, that's what he's supposed to do. Yeah. Bro, Jimmy Butler really got booted by Isaiah, bro. He's nowhere near Clay right now. Well, he's near him, but it's clear. It's clear.
Bro, he was playing on the Bulls team with Rondo and what's the name, bro?
What about playoff Rondo?
Isaiah Thomas had Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder?
Yes.
The Celtics had him.
That's Isaiah Thomas.
No, I'm saying like Jimmy Butler. I'm not like y'all were the better team.
Oh, he had D Wade.
Shut up.
I see what.
All right, let's go. Best player and second best player. Best player who you got? Isaiah Thomas at that time or Jimmy Butler?
At that time, Isaiah Thomas was y'all best player, but I would still go with Jimmy Butler.
Okay, so and then Jay Crowder or D Wade.
D Wade wasn't. I wouldn't say he was their second best player, but
who would you say?
D Wade.
Who would you say?
That team was bad. That Bulls team.
Okay. Who would you say?
I would have to go look at their.
You're not saying D Wade. You're capping, bro. Come on.
Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, he don't get no credit from me for that, bro.
Jimmy Butler, he's a pretty good player.
Bro, y'all got you just said Miles Turner's pretty good.
Yeah, I said it.
So Jimmy Butler and Miles Turner on the same level.
I mean, why? I don't understand why he would be on another level.
And Miles Turner.
I'm not looking at Miles Turner. How do you view him?
Not on the same level as Jimmy Butler.
If that's the case, you should be going Indiana.
Wait, Kenny, you got Miles Turner on the same level as Jimmy or above?
Not above. Like they're on the same. Like if they say tier 1 players, go over this side. LeBron, Greek Freak, Kawhi, they're gonna go over there. Then we say tier 2. We're gonna say Paul George, Porzingis, Joel Embiid. Then we get to tier 3. I feel like he gonna walk over there with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, what? He not all that. I'm confused. I don't look at him as a. I don't.
Get higher.
I'm not in this.
No, I don't.
I'm not with that. Like, you know,
I don't view Jimmy Butler as all that of a player. I mean, what is he great at? Is he a great passer? Not to me. Is he a great scorer? Not to me. Is he a great rebounder? Not to me. He's good at some stuff.
He's good at all those things you mentioned.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's not great at anything. He's just a good player. That's
he's a great defender.
I don't even. He's a pretty good defender. He's pretty good. He's solid. He's nobody you're gonna just take advantage of. But he's nobody like when I get on the court, like we got to watch out for this guy, man. This guy's gonna do this. Like he's not like a Klay Thompson or Kurt. Like I'm not. He's not gonna do much. Like you know what I'm saying? He'll play decent defense. Like I said, he's not known. He's not great at anything.
I thought you kind of disrespected his defense, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not with the Miles Turner thing, but I kind of agree with everything else Bug said.
He's not great at anything. He's a good player. That's what he is.
Y'all gave us a stat with the 20 and 5, and it's like, okay, like, thank you, but
20 points isn't that hard to average nowadays. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's not the hardest thing to do. You can average 20 points nowadays. You can average 18 points nowadays in today's NBA and not even be really a scorer now because the defense isn't the same. So you got people scoring the ball that can't even really score the ball because they're not defending.
TJ Warren.
Now you know he a bug.
How many points does Bam average?
16.
That's a lot of points because I don't even
That's not 20. Tell me 20 scores 20 points. That's not a score.
Well, while Kenny's doing his research.
Yeah, I don't want to hold it up, but I don't see Jimmy Butler as being great.
We can move on to the final playoff series in the East. Celtics and Philly. I love that Celtics team, man. And it's crazy because I am the biggest Lakers fan in the world. And I know we got a rivalry, but I just always found myself rooting for them. I guess because I like so many of their young players like in JT, JB, Carson Thickleg, Edwards. I even like Robert Williams, my bad. Robert Williams, like I like that center a lot. I think he should get more burn. I don't know why they think cancer is the way to go. He's a cancer. But I think for my prediction for the series, I think the Celtics will win in 6.
I'll go Celtics in 7.
I'll go Celtics in 5.
They're not gentlemen sweeping Joel.
I don't see how they would. Wait, you said 6, Cam?
I said 7. I go Celtics in 7.
Dang. So that means you had them winning if they had Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah, I probably would pick Philly. Well, no, I wouldn't pick Philly. I would pick Boston still, but it's weird because Ben Simmons makes them better, but it's just that the Philly team is weird. Without him, I think they match up well against Boston because with him, Boston could do a lot of double team and trapping and stuff, but without him, I think Embiid might average 45. Like he's gonna give it to the Celtics. Have no answer for him, so he's gonna give it to them. But I would still pick Celtics because they just don't have enough.
If you expect Joel Embiid to get the Boston Celtics, the team that you think is going to get out of the East, so you think they're going to go to the championship, and you expect Embiid with those bums to get them to Game 7, so that means you really think Embiid's a great player there.
They have a solid team.
He is a great player.
Oh, he is a great player.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you sleep on him.
No, I build with Ben. That's all I say. I know Embiid is still great.
Okay, because that just seems like a lot to expect out of him to get those guys to Game 7.
Well, you got to think. I think Indiana took Cleveland to Game 7, and Cleveland still made it to the championship. Like that don't really tell me nothing. Indiana with Victor Oladipo took LeBron to 7 games, and LeBron said, "Okay, I'm gonna still go sweep the Raptors."
that'll be a huge surprise to me
That was a good point. That was a good point.
If they get Boston to 7 games. That's a huge surprise because even though Joel Embiid might get 30, those guys them guys.
Well, I'm just thinking about the matchup. They coming up, which I still go with Boston because they just have too much. But you got to think about it. They're gonna if they start with their normal starting lineup. Tice is their starting center. He probably gonna get him 3 fouls in the first minute or two. You know what I'm saying? Then they're already in the bonus, which slows the game down. I'm just looking at it like that. Like Boston will still win, but I just look at it like if Embiid plays the way he should play, which y'all say it would be better without Simmons, which I kind of agree. They need to split up, but if he played the way he should play, he should dominate this series.
They would do better without Simmons if you got a replacement for him. Like if you take him out and get him another good point guard, they take him out and they didn't get a good replacement.
Well, what do you want? You want somebody that can shoot, right?
I want Chris Paul, and then they'd go to the championship.
I'm saying, like, in this series, it would be like what you're asking for. They got somebody that can shoot at point guard now. So Milton, Nato, whoever you want to put at point guard,
they're okay players. It's not going to work.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that Embiid should dominate, like how you say, like he should damn near average 40 and 20.
No, he's not going to do that. Nobody's going to average 40 and 20. That's not even realistic.
In 7 games?
It's not going to happen.
That's not going to be enough for to go 7. If that's what you're banking on, then you need to be banking on Tobias Harris to average north of 20 as well in order for them to take it to 7. They're not going to take it to
Tobias Harris, he does average almost 20 points. So I'm banking on that because he does it.
Yeah, that's when he's playing with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. When he's looked at to be the second option and the defense is focused on something, we have wing defenders. We have people that are capable.
Well, I think he's the second option with Simmons.
No, sir.
I would almost
if you're going maybe in terms of scoring, but in terms of how much you have the ball in your hands, he's the third option.
I would disagree with that. I think he's second.
You think he has the ball in his hands more than Ben?
No, I'm just not going on it based off who got the ball in their hands the most.
Well, that changes things. If you go from third to having the ball in your hands to second, it's not going to look the same. You know what I'm saying? That's with a guy like him.
I'm just going off terms of the matchup. This matchup is very well for Joel Embiid. I don't think he will get a better matchup than this in his life.
40 and 20
for Joel Embiid, not for the 76ers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but that's their best player, so that's what I'm saying. They match up well because
he's going to have a good series.
Yeah, he'll have a great series if he played it with.
He'll have a great 4 games. He will.
That's why I say they'll go to 7.
He'll have a great 4 games. And
I'm assuming George is a sweet rock. We never got this one.
I want to say sweep just because they've proven at their best, we can beat them in 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, at their absolute best, we beat them in 5. But out of respect for Joel Embiid, and I do think Simmons holds them back to an extent. So out of respect for him, I will give them 1 game just based off him alone. But I think that the matchup is overstated kind of way. But I do think he's going to eat. But I think Kanter can live with this matchup because Kanter has shown that he can play post defense, especially on the beat. I think that's one of the best people he's ever defended. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're going to the post to him every time, then I'll live with that. You know what I'm saying? I won't even double it. You can get 2 points.
Also, what's the chances of him like posting the whole game?
And that's their best option as well. So it's either are you going to do it all game because that's your best option? You know
he's going to shoot some threes.
So I'm not quite as worried as a lot of other people.
He's a decent shooter to you though, Kenny.
Right, he is, but I'm saying he's not going to score 40 points shooting threes, and Cam is saying he should average 40 and 20, and that's just like that's ham.
And well, when I look at playoffs, I don't really think stuff because you can do it. Like Rod said, if it go 4 games, I could see him averaging 40 and 20 in 4 games. If you take Damian Lillard last 4 games, I'm pretty sure he averages like 50 points. You see what I'm saying?
Well, would you bet that he's going to average 50 points in the first 4 games against the Lakers?
No.
Okay, so I don't want to hear it then.
I don't. Why this betting? Like, because I say something, it's just like, would you bet that Miles Turner has a better series than Bam?
Yeah.
Can I get him on that? Can I get in on that?
I don't view Bam how you guys do.
All right, just do the bet though. I understand you don't view him.
That's
we gotta talk about it. Just do
that's a difficult bet. That's a difficult bet because
I'm gonna tap in.
if the other person get more points and rebounds, does that automatically mean they play better?
We'll know who played better.
No, don't trip. We
will know. Yeah,
it's some. I look at plays that other people don't look at. Like when Morant tipped that ball to Clark yesterday.
That was great. That was a
very important play. Like if we were to make that bet, I would say that's a critical play. And y'all might be like, all he did was tip it.
No, that was a good play. But you would probably try to say like that decides the entire game. He had the back game. Like,
that was a big play, Cam.
No, I'm saying you would probably say say Miles Turner didn't do anything else. If he did something like that, you would say that play alone is why he had a better game. So that's why we all know who played better.
Wait, so Cam, you got 7, and Rod and Kenny, y'all got 5.
Yes.
I got 6. Okay.
Because we might not have an answer for Embiid, so to speak, but they don't have an answer for Tatum. They had one. They don't have it anymore. They also don't have an answer for Kemba. They might have an answer for Gordon, but they won't have an answer for Jaylen Brown.
Is he still on minute restriction?
No, he's free.
Oh, that I think that. I don't know. I might go. I don't know. Kemba off the leash. I don't know.
Oh, dang.
You got Shake Milton on me? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You got Raul Neal on Jason Tatum? Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so you know how you asked us, like, well, we worried because the Lakers were statistically last in, was it offense or defense, or was it both? I don't know. I don't remember.
It was just offense.
So, like, I know his numbers probably went up during the, like, finishing the bubble, but, like, are you worried about JT at all?
No, not at all. After that, he had that terrible first game, but after that, he averaged like 28 points per game. So I'm very confident in him right now. He's looking great. Jaylen Brown's looking great. Gordon's looking great. Kemba's the only person I am worried about because he hasn't really got a chance to play, and he's had some shaky games. So that's the only person I'm truly concerned about. But I'll really take a look at during the playoffs. But I think we have enough.
You know who y'all X Factor is, right?
Marcus Smart.
Okay, so that's actually your team. All right, good.
There's gonna be some possessions with him on NBA too. That's gonna
clamp that thing up.
That's a good matchup.
That's gonna be interesting.
Eat it to the charge.
That's why I say it's hard for big men. That's when I say it's hard for big men to play in the NBA because like if we were to just go to an open gym and Marcus Smart guards Joel Embiid, and then if he guards them in an NBA game, it would be so much different. Yeah. Because he's just gonna flop if Joel Embiid tries to like use his strength. Marcus Smart is just gonna flop.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's very hard to be a big man like that, a post big man, because the smaller guy, they're either gonna double, and then you got to be able to make the pass. They're gonna double because they can't guard you 1-on-1, so they're gonna send help, or they're gonna flop.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think Kyle Lowry is gonna do if he's guarding Joel Embiid? He's gonna flop, and he gets those calls.
Yeah.
So
Embiid also gets his calls too. So it could easily be an and one dunk on, as it could be a offensive foul. That's why I love basketball, man, because it's so much more complex than people saying. Because even if you have an advantage, there's so much tactical thinking you have to do even with that. Because you might get called for offensive foul, you might get doubled. You have to make the correct pass. You have to play correctly. It's gonna be a good series. I think it's
hard. It's hard for big men. I just seen Joel Embiid get fouled the other day by James Harden. They didn't call it.
No, you talking about when he stripped the ball clean and then boom. That was not a foul, bro.
That was a foul.
That was not a foul, bro.
It's just not gonna look like it because he's big.
He stripped him clean. What are you talking about? Where was the foul at?
Got him.
Oh my God! Handball the ball.
It is hard because not even just for big men, just period. Because refs are human, so they hear all the talk that we hear. So refs, they kind of be like, we not letting this person lose. We got to make sure this game is close. Like they're human at the end of the day. So they you know what I'm saying? They know kind of who should win and stuff like that. So it is hard just playing basketball, period, bro. That's why I feel bad for teams like OKC. We're gonna get to that, but like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot of calls that go against them. That's like, come on, dog.
Well,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like it's harder for the big man because the big men aren't getting protected in the paint how the shooters are. They protect the shooters.
I definitely agree that it's harder for. I was just saying in all, it's hard.
Right.
But yeah, I agree that it's harder for bigs.
If they protected big man Joel Embiid, how they protected these shooters, then I think he would average the 40 and 20 that you're talking about if they protected the big man, but they don't. They protect the shooters.
Well, let's not get twisted because Joel Embiid gets his calls. He definitely gets his calls.
It's different. They don't protect the bigs like they protect the shooters.
He's gonna take double-digit free throw attempts on average for the series.
He'll take how many?
Double-digit free throw attempts.
Do they protect the shooters more than the big man in the paint?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at.
But Joel Embiid gets protected. They might not disrupt it, maybe not, but he's gonna get his calls. I promise you that. He's gonna get his calls.
Well, I'm bringing up OKC. That comes to mind. Let's go on over to the West. Starting off, now this one has a lot of controversy lately because of what Damian Lillard just did to will his way into the 8th spot of the playoffs. The Lakers in Portland. I am, like I told y'all already, y'all know I am a big Lakers fan, so I'm rocking with my boys. So obviously I got them winning. I'm just trying to figure out now how many games they're going to win. So I seen Charles Barkley saying that the Blazers are going to win it, and a couple other analysts and a couple other people on social media saying that the Portland's going to win it now. And I just feel like that's blasphemous. Now, don't get me wrong, because I don't want to contradict myself. I do feel like it, like what me and Ryan said in the past episode, that it is still more wide open than it's ever been. But it is still certain things that are common sense going back to Orlando and the Bucks. Like we know these things. So I got. I'm trying to figure out if I got the Lakers in 4. I mean the Lakers in a gentleman's sweep or 6. And the reason why I say that because like what Cam just said earlier, the Lakers tend to play around with their food sometimes, and I don't know if LeBron is going to allow this team to do that. Well, I mean, I don't know if AD is going to play how he should play. It's just a lot of what ifs when it comes to the Lakers. But if I had to take a guess, I would say Lakers in 6.
I go Lakers in 5. Simply because it's no fans. I think if it was fans, it would be 4 because Lakers would get the first 2. I think with this one, Portland might be able to steal 1 or 2, game 1 or 2. But yeah, I go Lakers in 5.
I don't know, dog. You gotta show respect to the Rose Garden. They might have got both in the Rose, bro.
No, sir.
That motherfucker get loud, bro.
Yeah, one loud when Warriors came last year.
No.
Because Curry got a silencer on that thing. You know what I'm talking about? He don't play around. Bro, Curry actually went crazy in that series.
There's a lot of tears on the floor in that series.
We should talk about that series as a legendary Curry series. Like he really balled out, bro. He really did.
Which one? They sent Portland home about 2-3 times, didn't they?
I thought the last time.
He's my last year.
Like Western Conference Finals?
Oh my God, he was balling out, bro. Oh my.
What's the name that had a good series too? Draymond.
He did. KD didn't play in that series, right?
Nope. And that's why they got so much. Like that's why Dame took so much like heat because they're like, "What are you doing? This
is your chance. You could have stopped it all."
I think it's hard for Dame when he goes against Curry because he's not used to like somebody doing his game better than him pretty much. Because when he play against other top point guard, they have different games. So like Westbrook, he's not trying to shoot. Kyrie, he gonna dribble all day. But Curry and him play kind of similar. You know,
they just get to it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Curry. So he's
game, by the way.
You said what?
Dame took his game, by the way.
Yeah, but yeah, they play kind of similar. So he's not used to somebody like just being miles ahead of him as far as like what they do, I guess. So yeah.
But Dame is gaining on him, bro. Like Dame is like his range. Right now, he's shooting with better range than Curry. Like, you know what I'm saying? He pulls up from 30 to 36 footers a lot more and a lot. I ain't gonna say it's a lot more efficient, but it's pretty efficient. So
I was actually talking to Kenny about that yesterday on the mic. I was saying like right now at least he's starting to get to the point where like when he shoot, I'm saying like it's good. Like before it even. And Curry was the only person that was like that for me.
Bro, Demir, he's in that conversation, bro.
No.
Bro.
I was watching the game yesterday, and I just feel like he takes a lot. Curry averages 44 for his career.
Oh no, don't
how
get
high that is.
Don't get me wrong.
I know I'm not even a stat man, but like, come on, man.
No. Don't get me wrong. Steph is in another stratosphere, please.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not saying he's better. He's better.
Y'all saying that, then okay, we good.
He's just like when you talk about stuff, it's like, like you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta mention
Honestly,
him.
I feel like Clay comes after Curry unless y'all are saying like y'all categorizing it by point guard or who can dribble and shoot. But if y'all just talking about just shooters, I think Clay is still and
Clay of course plays in that competition, but
KD
I'm also thinking about
him too. KD shooting is, I don't know why, but this is blasphemous as well. But I don't know why KD shooting is so underrated.
He's more of a mid-range specialist. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot threes.
I'm
really
on
good.
the court guard me specialist.
No, yeah. But his threes, I think Damian Lillard's a better three-point shooter than him.
No, the reason why I say that though, because him going to the Warriors, I think that opened up the door to like, hey, you know you can shoot that, right? And he showed us his range and his proficiency and what he can do when he's able to go out there and shoot like that. KD, that is who I'm talking about. But and I'm not knocking him. But what we also discussed, Cam, is how long is this going to go on as well?
That's what I was about to say. Dame, he goes cold. Like when he has these hot streaks, he go really cold. So we'll see. We'll see if he
Skip Bayless brought us some interesting. Y'all could keep going, but Skip Bayless brought us some interesting facts on Twitter after that game against Memphis yesterday, talking about Damian Lillard. So I don't know. I'm just saying the man shoots 44 from the three for his career. So
during his MVP his MVP season, the unanimous one, I think he shot like 12 threes a game on like 45% from the three line, bro. Like that is magnificent, bro. You almost shot 50% on 12 threes a game, bro. That's crazy. But anyway, let me get back to my prediction. Blazers, Lakers. I think it's gonna be a shootout, man. I really do. I really think it's gonna be a lot of points scored in this series, simply because in the years past you could really trap Dame, and it's like he almost had to force because he didn't have the shooting to escape that. You know what I'm saying? But now this is probably the best shooting team he's had around him, probably in his career, like in terms of how many 3-point shooters he has and how they can hit. So I think just off the strength of that alone, if you double him, it could like, you know what I'm saying, it could still survive. So I'm gonna still go Lakers in 2, maybe Lakers in 1, depending on how their defense is.
I'm going Lakers in 6. I'm going Lakers in 6. Nurkic's a little bit better than what I thought. So
oh no, I thought the same thing from his performance yesterday. But then again, I was looking at the other games and he had 9 points and fouled out in one. It's like
he had a pretty good bubble.
He averaged. He got 20 and 20 yesterday. I mean, obviously, I don't think he's going to keep doing that, but I didn't even know he had that in him. Like, I didn't know he had a 20 and 20 in him. So I'm gonna say 2 games. I think the Trailblazers will get 2. I got the Lakers in 6.
Nurkic is really good.
Yeah,
he is. I'm just saying he's streaky. Like I think he only got that yesterday because Valanciunas moves like a snail, and yeah, it was just when they took him out, Nurkic was just eating up the boards. I don't even know who the Memphis backup is, but he's not that good. But
one thing that might hurt the Lakers is they're probably going to keep their same rotation. Like they're probably thinking like we can get by these guys easy. But the Blazers played what's the name there pretty much the whole game. Like they played Damian Lillard pretty much the entire game. So it
42 minutes.
Yeah. So no, it's a 48-minute, right? It's 48 minutes. So
no, he played 42 out of 48.
He's talking about the game.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's only 6 minutes of game time that he's not on the court. So the Lakers, they people about 30, 33 minutes. Like so, that means it's 9 minutes where it's only Dame on the court, and you got KCP in them. You know what I'm saying? So it could be times where he go off for like 20 in those 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Things change playoff time though.
Well, no, if they adjust to that, then it might be a sweep. because if LeBron and them on the court, I think the Lakers are going to be fine. I'm just saying that could hurt them if they try to just keep their rotations the same and because the Blazers, they going to play their guys. Like, they're going to run them into the ground.
I think Frank Vogel and the coaching staff, they'll discuss the minutes and they'll increase LeBron James and Anthony Davis minutes because they know basketball. They know how many minutes Damian Lillard is playing and CJ McCollum is playing. So if they see their other team is playing max minutes, why wouldn't they play their best player at max minutes? I think that's just common sense because they're not good enough. They're not good enough to beat the Trailblazers if they're not playing their best players. Like if you just play LeBron and AD 30 minutes, they'll probably lose. So LeBron and AD, they're going to get their minutes.
The Lakers don't want them to play that many minutes though. They want this to be easy for them so they can rest up for the actual like the bigger games. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's like, you know what I'm saying?
But like in hindsight, you're wearing your guys out more and more if you're playing more games that you don't have to play.
I think they're going to test it out and see if they can beat these guys.
I think they should just – because they honestly do a good job of this already, but they stagger. So I don't think it's really too much time where either LeBron or AD isn't on the court, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
My interest is going to be with those LeBron off-court minutes. Is AD really going to take over? Is he going to play like a top 6, top 7 player, top 5?
Like he did in that Clippers game?
Yeah. If he's going to play Clippers AD without LeBron or every other game without LeBron?
Build them back into
that was an impressive step from him.
Now, what I'm worried about, it's crazy because this could be a non-interesting series, bro, because the way Portland play defense, if LeBron is attacking – man.
But hey, Carmelo Anthony might be a sneak LeBron stopper.
And that's another
Hey, I'm just saying, bro, on the season, he's holding him to 28.6%.
That's what's up, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That is what's up. Like, seriously, that is not even trying to be funny. That is cool. Like, seriously. But I think literally, like, they don't play good defense, but every team that plays against it is somebody that's 40 in them. Like somebody's always scoring 40, 38. You know what I'm saying?
It's usually a guard though.
That's great point, Rodney. Great point. I didn't want to say it because I know how people look at LeBron, but yeah, it's different when it's a guard doing it. LeBron doesn't have like the best touch around the rim or nothing like that. So
what
in the fuck?
Well, it depends on what you mean by touch.
Do you get what I'm saying, Rodney? Because they're trying to act like they don't.
Yeah, because when it comes to creating like brace around the rim, LeBron does. That's when he starts to miss. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you get it. Okay.
I mean, you don't.
I get what he's saying. I get
what you're saying. Like you're saying, like he don't put touch on the floater. Like what you? I don't get what you're. He don't gotta have touch. They literally let people get right to the rack. Like it's not difficult.
We don't have to. He doesn't have to do Kyrie layups on them.
Yeah.
Just lay the ball up.
You like might have to. Karis LeVert was literally like getting to the rack and just putting the ball in there. Like it wasn't no difficulty to his layups, nothing like that.
They might hunker down in the playoffs though, because they have the length and the size to be a decent defensive team. So it's all about effort at this point. And if they really want to win, the way Dame is acting, if he really leaves his team and they play even like 50% better defense, this could be a really interesting series. But that's banking on a lot of ifs.
That dark skin dude. Who was that dude you talking about on Twitter yesterday?
I forgot his name.
William Gabriel.
But him, you gotta take both hands.
I got the Lakers in 0. So we touch the quote, we won.
You take both hands and you get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? He's bad. But no, Melo, sneak LeBron stopper. You know what I'm saying?
Their defense is bad, but the Lakers really don't have a.
But their offense is good. So it could end up being a shootout.
Yeah, hold on. The Lakers really don't have a what?
They really don't have a guard that's gonna get 30 or nothing like that.
What in the world? I understand they don't technically have a guard, like if you're going by position, literally. But LeBron, we all know he plays point guard for them, so he's gonna be the one bringing the ball up the court.
I mean, you're saying like Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum is not gonna be guarding anybody. That's
like a shooting guard or point guard that can get 30, unless you're literally just saying.
Even though like they got LeBron at point guard, I'm talking about. You know how like Ja Morant, he was just slithering to the rack yesterday and just getting wide open layups.
Yeah,
I don't feel like LeBron moves the same.
I believe Deion can get 25.
Like in one game or average?
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying you put whoever you want on LeBron. Gary Trent, Carmelo, it doesn't matter. He might not move the same.
28.6% when Melo's defending him. Continue.
Okay, so by that, would you be willing to say that Melo is going to hold him under his average?
By saying that, are you saying that he's going to go over his average?
I believe, yeah. I think he's going to average like 28.
Yeah.
That's it? Wait, 28?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not enough.
That's not a lot.
That's over his average. That's that's what you said.
Yeah, it's over his
Now,
average.
how many
I'm
did
just saying
LeVert
that's not enough
get?
for that's not going to be enough for me. He's going to have to average 30 something.
How much did LeVert
Beat the Blazers?
It's Portland. We're not talking about Memphis or Denver. I mean, I said Memphis. We're not talking about Denver or Clippers. This
Respect Portland.
LeBron can average 28.
So you think LeBron needs to average 30 points to win this series?
They are not a good offensive team outside of Anthony Davis and LeBron James, so they have to go crazy. They can't have regular.
I don't agree with that, bro. We've had some stints during this regular season. I know you said it's 3 months ago where our offense was even, and I know we lost 2 guys as well. But bro, I'm telling you, and oh yeah, mark my words too. I think we're about to flip that switch that I was telling you about. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying it's a fact. Like, I don't know, but I think y'all
It's hard, bro, because Portland, people can say a lot about Portland, and if they lose, it's like, we didn't expect Portland. Like, they gonna act like it's like we knew Portland wasn't gonna win. But I've seen a lot of people saying, like, bro, Lakers, watch out. Like, I think people literally might think that Portland is gonna win this series.
No.
And
I think people just think that they have a chance, that they can win. It's not impossible.
No, I think Charles Barkley, he's going to be.
Well, Charles Barkley, but
I think he thinks they're going to win. Like, he's gonna be like, what? Portland lost?
I just feel like that's kind of
do a Charles Barkley impression real quick.
Yeah, when you fed had D Wade and Kobe.
But I think it's just. I'm not saying that they're not going to average that many points, because I do think they're going to go off. I'm just going hand with the Melo thing. But that's just an interesting stat that people should take note of, that might be something that they actually can not be get their ass bust by LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He might actually be in front of him when he gets these bucks. But I do think that Anthony Davis and LeBron are both going to go off. That's why I have the Lakers winning. But if they don't, then that's when it might get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because Portland might not be a great defensive team, but if you can't score, like, you know what I'm saying, then might be cutting them a break. I think the guard play is actually important, though, because I think that's where they struggle the most is when it comes to guard play.
Bro, if I was the coach, based on what Dion has showed me, he would have earned some more minutes from me.
I think Dion is he gets out of hand. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep. You know what I'm saying?
The tight leash on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if he really buys in, though, he could actually be very important for y'all.
Bro, he's like, I think Kenny might have been on to something in the call a lot of videos ago when he said, like, we're gonna act like Dion, not gonna. I mean, I'm not going to the saying that Kenny was 100% right, but I think Dion, I'm not gonna say he's our X factor, but I think he's gonna matter in some of these games. I think Kuzma is our X factor.
Yeah, Kuzma is definitely the X factor. If he has a great playoffs, then y'all probably gonna end up winning.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because LeBron, and I'm not – well, yeah, I am saying this because they're great players. LeBron and AD are going to do what they're going to do. But if Kuz, actually, comes in here and, focuses up and hit his shots and plays the best defense he can and, what you just said, just play well, I think we got the championship in the bag. Because that's all it is. It's like, okay, we know what Anthony and LeBron going to do. Is there anybody else that's going to help you guys out? So if he's that person, I think we got this ring in the bag.
And Portland might have another something that's difficult for them. Alex Collins might be unplayable, because they usually take what's the name out quickly and go to kind of a small ball lineup. So I mean, I ain't gonna say unplayable because whenever JaVale is in, then yeah, you can't play. But they usually, if they're smart, I would start Kuzma and just start AD at the center. But they obviously not gonna do that. But yeah,
the way the Lakers system, but the real weakness behind their defense might get a break. You know what I'm saying? Because CJ and Dame are at the top of this team is bad at defense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they're going to be guarding Alex Caruso and KCP for probably the whole series. So it's but then again, LeBron and AD, they're going to get theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the big man definitely has the this is on them. It's can y'all hold them from getting 60 at least?
But the thing is, they're so bad at defense that people that don't even really score that much, like, and I'm not saying the Lakers have anybody that's like this, but I think Tim Hardaway Jr. had like 28 on them. And it's like,
but he has like tremendous potential for offensive explosions.
It's
The only person that's close to that is Dion Waiters, and he's not close.
yeah, we're gonna see that. I just think I'm not saying they shouldn't be aware. I just think it's kind of disrespectful that people have been saying like, all right, Lakers, like, which I get it, like, be aware, but I don't think they should be worried at all, honestly.
Yeah, but
If they don't play to their potential, they can lose.
But yeah, and I agree with that. We can say that for a lot of people, except for Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee can play 20% and beat
Absolutely.
Atlanta.
Absolutely.
But and
That's why I feel like you shouldn't take offense, because it's like that for everybody almost. Like the same thing with the Clippers. You playing Luka Doncic, bro. Like you could easily let this series get away from you.
Yeah. But I just feel like people say that a lot more than they say for Portland, and it's because we're seeing them right now. So they're like,
it's a battle of the narratives. One, you got the championship favorites. You have the best player in the NBA with the best teammate, and then you got the Cinderella story, so to speak, with Damian Lillard playing his heart out against stuff. So of course that's the one you hear about the most. Nobody really cares about Kawhi Leonard.
No, I'm talking about saying like the Lakers. If the Lakers don't play to their full potential, but nobody's saying if Portland, like if CJ McCollum score 9 points again, it's gonna be bad for them.
There's as many people. Most people are going with the Lakers. They're just saying, "Watch out." That's all it is.
And that's kind of my point. Like I feel like it's just I feel like they're saying like they should be scared instead of saying like they should just be aware of the Blazers.
You know what it is? It's just you being like a super, 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 super big LeBron fan, like almost LeBron stan, that you're getting offended. Like you're getting your feelings hurt by it. But you have to just let that go, Cam. It's just basketball at the end of the day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is. I'm just saying, I don't like how people say the Lakers should be scared, but I'm going to put them to sweep the Blazers. That don't line up to me. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man.
Well, it's kind of
person.
They want to sell it. It's like when you got two people about to fight and you know the other guy going to win, you just act like the other guy going to win just to sell the fight.
Yeah.
We know the Lakers are going to win. The Trailblazers might win too. Whoop-de-doop. The Lakers are going to win. So they're just
this goes 7, bro.
They're just trying to sell the Trailblazers, but it's not going to work.
I hope this goes 7. I'm not saying it will, but I just hope it does.
And this series don't even go in the same sentence.
Then, like what Cam said, when they lose, let's just say the Trailblazers lose. We're just gonna say they were supposed to lose. Nah,
right.
I thought y'all said be scared. So why were they supposed to lose?
That's my whole thing again. Like, I'm not mad at people saying
what y'all saying doesn't make sense, by the way. Like,
yes, it makes perfect sense.
I'm not mad that they saying they should be scared, but I just don't want when the Blazers lose, I don't want people to say like, well, yeah, but they were supposed to get swept. Like, it's like, no, because you said the Lakers should be scared.
Cam, it's called playing both sides. I've already told you this before. Those people are playing both sides. So if the Trailblazers win, people are going to be like, I knew they had a good chance. They got Damian Lillard. They got Carmelo. And they already knew they had a good chance. But when they lose, it's going to be like, they got 2 top 5 players. They did what they're supposed to do.
But what you said, for both things, they both make sense.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't. It doesn't correlate. So it's like, which one is it?
Why can't you be the better team but be scared of a team that could actually beat you?
No,
if I'm better than you, if I'm better than somebody, I'm not scared that they're going to beat me because I'm better than you. It's
kind of like when we went to the fans might not know what we're talking about, but when we went to Coast and it was you, it was Kenny, it was Fatty, it was I think Kadeem or something. And you were like, hey, watch out for them. Like they can beat us. And they were like, shut up. And then we came out and we bust their ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm just talking about the fan. Like, I don't like how the fans are saying, Lakers, y'all should be scared. Like this is gonna be a tough one. But at the same
I haven't heard anybody literally say, be afraid. Like you might lose. It's just
you haven't heard nobody.
You don't have to link me. No. The only person I've seen that say anything close to that was when Charles Barkley, like, they're just gonna straight up win. But I don't really think.
I've seen a lot of people say the Lakers should be scared.
Have you, Demir? I know you tuned into the Lakers channel. Who are these people that are saying that? Like,
I've seen a lot. Like not even.
Is like Dodo from down the street, or just like
you can
Irwin from ESPN?
Go on Twitter and type in like you can type in Lakers scared, and I'm pretty sure you can just scroll.
Well,
like
you can do that with any team if you literally look for the words.
But I'm saying, like, I mean, you can't find it by typing in Portland Trailblazers.
You shouldn't
so,
take
like,
the opinion of just randoms, like too.
All right,
Like, you know
man.
what I'm saying?
X.
Because we're gonna have to get to the other series. Like we know what's gonna happen between them.
I hope it goes 7 because y'all talking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Clippers and Dallas.
Philly going 7-2.
I know you're crazy. You see, I didn't get offended though. What were you saying?
Clippers and Dallas. I got that being a gentleman's sweep. I got the Clippers beating them in 5.
I go Clippers in 6.
I'll go Clippers in 6 as well, just out of respect for it. Well, they got a good duo. They both have really good duos. It's just defense. You know what I'm saying?
7 so bad, man, but it's like it's Kawhi and PG, but out of Luka and they've been I don't know, but their defense is kind of bad too. Porzingis, oh my goodness, put him on pick and roll. Good night, America. Yeah, I'm gonna go Clippers in 6 as well.
This is kind of similar to the Lakers in Portland, where people saying the Clippers should be scared and stuff, but I mean, and I like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it went 7 or even like I wouldn't be surprised, but just my pick, what I believe, I think the Clippers are gonna. I think it's gonna be a pretty convincing 6. Like even though it's 6 games, I think it's gonna be like they never had a chance. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. Luka is really good at basketball. I've seen the best defenders defend him, and he still got to where he wanted to go with his athleticism. It just shows how tremendous his skill really is to be able to do that. So I don't know, dog. Like,
I think he's gonna get his, but they're just like the Blazers. They don't play any defense, and the Clippers are gonna get some stops. Even if Luka have 40, they gonna get some important stops. The Mavericks, they're not stopping nobody, bro.
Well, they might because the Clippers haven't been playing that cohesive as an offensive unit, bro. Just watching their games, bro, it's like they don't really know what they want to do on offense. It's like, especially when Kawhi get the ball. Kawhi's been getting the ball, and he's just been pump fake, and then he's like, now what do I do? It's like they're not really running anything. They're just out there playing basketball, and I don't think.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Rod, but somebody has to. These top teams weren't taking these games serious.
I'm talking about for the whole season. They've been playing like this the whole time. They've been disappointed. Everybody's been talking about how the Clippers kept losing and stuff during the regular season game. They should have won. They've shown this from the very beginning.
That's true, but I mean, Kawhi was also taking, like, we know his work. He's gonna take games off even when he's on the court.
I'm not doing like you gotta. I'm not gonna just believe you're gonna win just because you're better. You gotta have to show me that you're able to play because these are 2 good players on the other team as well. It's not like these are scrubs. This is probably potentially a top 10 player in Luka Doncic, somebody that can average you a 30-point triple double.
You got this going to 7?
It could. If it went 7, I wouldn't. I gotta go on 6. So if it went 7, that wouldn't be a big jump from what I'm thinking at all. But I'm just saying, like, they have to play, bro. They have to come to play.
I agree with you. If you go on Twitter, you'll see me talking to DeAndre, telling him that they should be worried because I like Dallas, but I have to agree with Cam. Their defense is terrible, man. Their defense is pretty bad. But I don't know. Like, Luka is a great bet. Like, he's shown me that, like how y'all saying Dame and all these other guys. Luka has actually shown me, like, I would say I was like, I disliked him, but I didn't like him like everybody else. But I'm starting to become a Luka fan. And Porzingis, like Kenny saying, this is not even his final form, and he's dropping 40. So,
Oh yeah, I've been thinking that for a long time.
That's what really changed my whole thing.
yeah, I think it all depends on if both of them can keep it up, and if they get like Curry or Hardaway to step up, I think it could go to 7-2. But I'm gonna just predict 6, just because it's Kawhi and PG. Like, they got y'all know how I feel about that team, but I think Dallas they're gonna get more than 1.
I'm 6 more leaning to 5. I see y'all 6 more leaning towards 7. So mine is like a. What you say?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, mine is more leaning towards 5 than like being competitive. I don't really think it's gonna be a competitive 6.
Well,
I think Luka gonna get his. They're gonna have some big numbers, but I don't really think it's gonna be too.
I think y'all need to start respecting the lower seeds, bro.
y'all
Y'all gotta start showing some respect. Why do you give so much respect to the freaking Ben Simmons-less Sixers with not to Luka Doncic, bro?
I think they just match up well. I don't think this is a good matchup for the Mavericks really because what
I mean,
Luka does.
y'all always talk about how soft, what's the name is, Zubac is, and how they don't really have a big defender. And KP's going for 30 a night.
Yeah, I think he match up well, but I don't think it will be enough.
But Joel by himself, that's going to be enough.
I think
they have a solid team to me. That's why I said 6. I think we are all forgetting the Tobiases and the Al Horfords. Like I know they've been losing, but I think when it because it's different when you're going against a team multiple times in the night, like how Cam said in the beginning of when we started this podcast. Like when you have to like sit down and break the defense down, like I think things change. So I think that's why I was saying that about the Sixers, but. Yeah, I kind of agree with Cam, but I also agree with you, Rod. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm leaning more towards 7, but I'm predicting 6. Just I don't know. It's a tough loop for the Clippers, man.
The Clippers, even though I'm saying they're gonna win this one easily, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. But my what I believe is 6, more leaning to 5. But it's gonna be tough for them, bro. Because they would have to play Denver in the next round. That's which I know we haven't got to that. I just spoiled my pick, but man, the Clippers, they got I mean, everybody in the West has a tough road, but
not really. The Lakers, if I was the Clippers, I would rather play the Lakers opponents.
Like Portland and Houston. Well, we're if what's the name play, but yeah.
I don't care. That don't make no difference to me, but yeah.
Well, since we talking about this, let's go ahead and move to the Houston OKC. You're saying you don't care that Westbrook might be out.
Yeah, when I say it, it sounds bad because obviously he's a top player. But what I mean when I say that is, if Russell Westbrook and James Harden is playing, I have the Rockets. I'm going with the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you take him away, my pick doesn't change to OKC. I still think James Harden can do it without him. And I don't even know if Russell Westbrook is missed. I think he's just missing like 2 or 3 games. And so if he misses 3 games, what? Like people think the Thunder are gonna win all 3 of those games without Westbrook. So I still got the Rockets beating the Thunder. So yeah, Russell Westbrook, if he plays, I got the Rockets winning. If he don't play, I got the Rockets winning. Regardless.
How many games?
6.
Without Russ?
With or without.
Oh wow. I got Rockets in 7 in a super duper competitive series. I think this is gonna be tooth and nail every game. I think it's gonna be win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. I think it's gonna be crazy. I think this might probably be the best first round series. Either this one and the Indiana one. Like I think it's gonna be super good. I'm actually excited for this one. Yeah, I'm going with Rockets in 7.
Always more CTV. Well,
how many games Westbrook's supposed to miss?
2.
Oh, they said 2.
That's what I heard. 2 games is like the at least, I think.
So do y'all got OKC going 2-0 in that?
No, I got OKC in 7 though.
Ooh, is that like hometown bias? Is it like you don't believe in the small ball? What's that detail?
Nah, it's not really biased. I just based off what I seen in the regular season. I know that it's different in playoffs, but we do match up well against them because we have defenders. Steven Adams, I know people might not think he's the best center, but it's gonna be hard for them to deal with him if they got PJ Tucker or whoever they got. It's gonna be hard for whoever is gonna be guarding him because we attack that. Like we don't do what other teams do and try to match what they do. We will attack that they don't have a big. You know what I'm saying? So I just think the matchup favors us. Obviously, Harden gonna get his, but I think it just favors us.
If they pull the former DPOY, former champion, out the cryogenic time chamber for a roll the clock back game and Tyson Chandler, who knows what could happen? You know what I'm saying? They might have been saving him just for this moment. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, and we probably will. What's the name? We probably will get like exposed as far as on defense because that means Steven Adams gonna be out on the perimeter guarding somebody. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. It's basically gonna be a game of can you live by the three type stuff? Like, because they're going to shoot probably – it's going to be a game where they shoot 60 probably.
Yeah.
So it's going to be twos versus threes, man. It's going to be super – but then it's Chris Paul, dog. You know what I'm saying? Well, then again, the only time he's ever got past the what's the name was with James Harden. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting.
I got Rockets in 6.
That's gonna be. I'm actually excited for that one. Do they play on Monday or do they play on Tuesday?
I think they play. No, they play Tuesday because Clippers play Monday. Yeah, they.
I'm locked in on that one. Oh my God, I can't.
I want to see that game too.
That's gonna be good.
I want to see what Adams does because I want to see how he play.
Because he don't want to score, but he can though. You know what I'm saying?
You said you think we overrate him?
I think he's an average center.
What was the next?
Miles Turner above average. Is Miles Turner above average?
He's better than Adams.
I'm not even saying I don't know, but it's not just. It shouldn't be just you can say it like off rip like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's my whole thing. I like y'all don't like context. Y'all just like to say stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's your reasoning, Kenny?
It's hard for me to answer. It's Steven Adams. I don't think Steven Adams is really good. So I'm just saying Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner.
Well, why don't you think he's good?
I think he's better than Steven Adams overall.
That's not even my question.
Offensive, defense, he's better than him. I think he's better.
Defense? He's better than him at defense?
Overall, yeah, overall. He's more versatile than Steven Adams.
Oh, he can guard
He's more versatile than Steven Adams, is he not?
He can guard the three.
Do your research.
Okay.
Steven Adams slots his feet, bro. I don't know if you noticed.
Who's made more threes?
Miles Turner. That's his game.
Oh, I wasn't sure, so I was asking. I just feel like Miles. I don't feel like Steven Adams is all that.
I mean, I'm not even saying that Steven Adams is better than Miles Turner. I'm just saying it shouldn't be like you shouldn't be able to say it off rip like it's not even close. Because to me, that's when it gets come on, dog. Because it's close. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So we just got Denver and Utah left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with the information that Rod just said, you said Michael Conley just left the bubble.
Yeah, with that, that didn't change my pick at all. I was taking Denver with him.
Yeah, I was too. So
even if he played, so
I'm going Denver in 2.
So
not 2. I keep saying that Denver in 5.
Yeah, I was gonna take him even if he played, so that didn't really matter to me.
I got Denver in 5 as well.
Y'all gonna see the truth behind Jokic, baby. You know what I'm saying? You all gonna see
Michael Porter Jr.
Dang, I wanted Denver to play the Lakers in the second round, bro.
I got Denver. I said Denver's. I got Denver in 6.
Me too.
I want if Houston had a center, would y'all be scared of them as Lakers rooters?
Depends who that big is.
If they had Capella still, prime Capella.
Oh no.
Well, them having a center kind of hurts them. Houston is a weird team. I don't know. That might make them worse. Because then that takes away the they don't take it away, but it lessens the Harden getting to the rack.
But he's like that. He's a great pick and roll player. Like he's amazing at pick and roll. Actually, he's probably one of the best in the league.
Capella, people sleep on him.
He turned Capella to what he is. Like Capella wasn't somebody that was on anybody's radar. Y'all better show some respect. So y'all just think Houston just fake. Like they're not really threats.
No, they threats.
Like they almost beat Golden State with a center. But do y'all think the Lakers are better than the Golden State team?
No.
Now y'all
talk very highly of this Lakers team, bro.
I think you heard me and Cam say. I think you heard me and Cam say they're the best team ever assembled.
I heard it, but y'all don't act that way when it comes to talking
about
what
are you asking? Because
I said if the Rockets had the center, y'all think we beat them. Y'all saying no. You think it makes them worse. But with a center, they almost beat the Golden State Warriors. But y'all just saying like,
That's a
okay,
good point. But they also had Trevor Ariza. Like they had other things than just a center.
but now they got Russell Westbrook.
That makes them
Fit.
worse.
Fit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, man. Like,
With a center, that I'm just saying, this Rockets team, they literally have been playing. Like Russell Westbrook has been playing the best ball almost of his career ever since they got rid of Capella.
I mean, Capella didn't play much this season at all, even before they got rid because he was hurt.
Well, they just started. What's the name? Capella was playing. Like they just started doing the 5 out.
I know. I thought they traded. They just got away with it, but he didn't play a lot though.
I don't know. I just don't. They are threats. I just don't think they're Western. Like they're threats.
Russell Westbrook won an MVP with a non-shooting team. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think y'all been a little bit disrespectful.
Wait, what are you saying? You just want us to say they're threats?
So y'all are saying like they might be worse with a center, like you know. So there's no instance that this Rockets team could beat this Lakers team.
It could. We all of these series could go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, every time I say something about somebody beating Lakers, I'll be like, no, it's not happening. No way.
That's not true.
Yeah,
It's just unlikely.
Cam, you literally said no.
I'm saying no. I'm not saying like hell, no way in earth. Like I'm just saying no.
So what would it take for this Rockets team to be able to beat the Lakers team?
They would need another like Kawhi or something.
For LeBron to get hurt.
Are you serious?
Like, what do you think? It seems like you think you get him Tristan Thompson and we good. Like,
if they had a good big defender, they might be the title favorites.
So you are saying like not literally trying to say like you're saying Tristan Thompson, but like that's what you're saying, like a good big.
If they still had Clint Capella, I think they would be the title favorite.
You crazy.
If they had like a Steve-O Adams,
I don't think that I like he is good. He is good, but I don't think that would put them over the Lakers.
I don't know, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because if that's the case, like all they need is Steven Adams. Well, not all they need, because he's good, but that means you should pretty much be saying like they're the second team in the West.
No, because not having a big is what's changing them dramatically.
So
that limits the matchup.
Huge, like to the second to like
that's their flaw to me. Like they don't have anybody to guard bigs, and they don't get a lot of rebounds. That's their biggest weakness. Because they're not a bad defensive team. They're a great offensive team. Their weakness is boards and defending bigs. But if you throw something like that in the mix, what is really their flaw? You know what I'm saying?
That takes their off. Like they just started being the one of the historic offensive teams.
They always been a good. They were a bad offensive team.
They weren't bad, but I'm just saying that's why they're so good at offense, because they don't have a big.
I'm just saying, bro. With Capella in the lineup, they almost beat the best team of all time, according to y'all.
So you think that was a bad move, them getting rid of Capella?
I don't know how it's gonna work. Like they've been winning without it, but I don't in the playoffs. That's gonna be tough, bro. When it comes down to getting those crucial rebounds and stuff like that matter. I don't think you should go big lists. Maybe get you a shooting big or something, but I mean a 6'5" dude at the 5. I don't know. We'll see though. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But isn't that the reason why y'all think y'all gonna beat them, because they don't have anybody to guard Anthony Davis?
I think they're just gonna. Well, yes. To answer your question and to elaborate a little more, like I think the Lakers would be too dominant for them, because even without Anthony Davis, I think LeBron would be the biggest person on the court. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, even their what's-the-name would be bigger than all the Houston Rockets players. So LeBron could post them. Which
I'm not worried about LeBron overdose on Rocco, and I'm not saying I'm worried about, of course, he's gonna get his, but him taking contested jump shots, blah 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 blah.
No, not jump shot. I'm saying I think he could poke like in the low post.
You're gonna show some respect to PJ Tucker.
You don't think LeBron could post PJ
He'll
Tucker?
post him. It's not gonna be easy.
Oh no, I think obviously PJ Tucker gonna try. Like he gonna.
So it's not gonna be. It's not like he's gonna be busting their ass. It's like a regular LeBron bucket when somebody's good defending him. You know what I'm saying?
I think if you put PJ Tucker on LeBron, he could have a good defensive game, but
it's not going to be counted. Like, you know what I'm saying? With AD, I'm thinking it might literally be counted if he's playing like a big man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna just drop it in if he plays like that.
Yeah. And just like Kenny said, it's hard because PJ Tucker gonna flop a few times and they're gonna call the charge. Like it's gonna be hard, but if they play the way they should, that shouldn't even really be close because they could score very easily. Like I feel like they could literally score almost like 60-70% of the time, bro. But yeah, we'll see. It starts tomorrow, bro. It starts tomorrow.
Got our prediction.
Dang, I forgot it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's make a game out of this. Whoever has the most right predictions wins something.
Well, we kind of all get. The only thing we differed
I'm
on.
talking about like games, picks, everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we all got one right for sure. The Bucks are gonna sweep Magic, and you bet your house on that. So,
And however many games you are off is how many points. Or if you're on the money, then you know what I'm saying, you get your point. But if you're off like 7 games for the Celtics and the 76ers, you get a hit for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's stupid.
I hope it kind of shit. If it goes 7, are y'all gonna come in and be like, Cam, he looking like a genius, just like we said with you?
I will give you your credit, but would you do that with me?
Like Boston is ass.
Cam,
Y'all still haven't given me credit for the Suns.
Cam, if Philly gets Boston to 7 games, I'll reward you.
Okay.
So the Trailblazers get the Lakers to 7 games. Y'all gonna reward me?
No, that wasn't your prediction.
What about the Rockets?
You said 6.
What about the Rockets? If the Rockets ran under 7.
Who, the Lakers?
Mm-hmm.
We never said they couldn't take them to 7. You just said they're not gonna win.
Can the Rockets take them to 7?
You said, can the Rockets take them to
I
7?
want y'all to answer honestly. Don't say that just
possible. Anything is possible.
Oh my God! That's not playing both sides, Kenny. That's not playing both sides, Kenny.
If I had to pick, honestly, I would say
Stop talking. That's not both sides, Kenny. What did you say? That's not both sides, Jay.
No.
It's rough, man.
Wait, I don't even get it. I seriously don't.
This nigga been saying anything's possible. Isn't that literally the exact thing y'all been going hammer about this whole time?
What you mean, bro?
What's the difference between you saying anything's possible? Me and saying I got the Lakers in 6, but the Trailblazers can't win. What is the difference between that? Exactly. Thank you for tuning into the Fourth Quarter Podcast.
I seriously don't.
I got everybody on hush mode once again.
Don't get it.
I think we're just all confused by what Rod.
Yeah, like, I really don't get it.
Your whole thing is that y'all playing both sides of the fence. I said, can they go 7? Demir said anything is possible. That was his answer to what I said.
Well, no,
but I say, let me finish.
Okay.
When I say the Lakers are gonna win in 6, but the Trailblazers might be able to beat them. Y'all are like, oh, bro, you can't do that, bro. You're not picking something, bro.
Okay.
Right? Is that right?
Right. And let me explain why. Because you said the Lakers could win in 6, but the Trailblazers might win. Is that what you're saying?
I have the Lakers in 6, but the Trailblazers could win.
Okay, Demir is not saying the Rockets might win. He's saying it might go 7 games.
He didn't say any. He didn't say none of that. He just said anything is possible.
I'm saying we can
question.
interpret.
So what by you? So you saying the Rockets could win then, if anything is possible?
No.
So anything is not possible.
To your specific question, anything is possible to your specific question. I think the Lakers are going to win the series, but it could go to 7. But I still have the Lakers winning.
That's the same thing.
No, because he's not saying a whole other team might win.
I'm still sticking with the Lakers, but it's one game.
So are y'all saying that it could go 7?
I'm saying if I had to pick, I'm picking Lakers in 6.
So it could go 7.
Anything is possible.
Look, man, you know what you're doing, bro. Bro, it's actually a bias against me on this pod. Bro.
Wait, what would you say?
Something like that? If I said something like that, y'all would be down my neck, bro. Swear to God, y'all would, bro.
What would you say if they played each other? What would your pick be?
What?
Like you would say Lakers in 7?
I got Lakers in 7, man.
All right, man. We got our predictions out. Make sure y'all be ready for the next episode, either Wednesday or Thursday. Giving y'all like what we see in these, because we'll more than likely discuss these games Monday and Tuesday. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for the latest episode Wednesday or Thursday, man. Hopefully y'all have a
21 subs from 100, guys. Come on, let's get it.
Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like Cam said, share it with people, share it with your family, share it with your friends, Ray, your grandma. I know they want to see it. You know what I'm saying? But the podcast, man, we on you know what I'm saying? We trying to take over.
The more we eat, the more y'all eat. You know what I'm saying? We got stuff in store for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Giveaways in the works. But yeah, like I said, hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Be on the lookout for the latest episode, and y'all have a blessed week.
Give us 15 likes if I'm the best one on the pod.